Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are all on this journey to get back with our twins and reunite in the physical in this lifetime. And so today's message is it's the 23rd of October, and this is a book of divine love mantras that I do. And the mantra for today is our DNA, our soul song is getting louder and louder, bringing us home. So, our DNA, our soul song is getting louder and louder, bringing us home. And repeat, repeat, repeat. Mantras are a super great way to lift and shift energies and to move your vibration in the, basically putting it in the right frequency to connect with your twin. And so just recently I've had quite a few people saying, oh, the person that I thought was my twin isn't my twin. And because they basically, I think what happens is people get off put, or they think because their twin's chosen someone else that can't be their twin, and that isn't the case at all. So basically your twin relationship will come in with you at the right time, and if they're with other people and they're choosing other people now, it's because that is part of your soul contract together, because there is more learning to do and more growing to do. And if you think about that, you're always doing it and you're always growing together, like you're always growing energetically together. This is an energetic journey that we're all on. And so it doesn't mean that because your twin has chosen someone else at the moment that they're not your twin. But when I saw, because I'm going to read out letters 123 today. These are channeled letters that I do from people's twins. And there is, because recently I've channeled quite a few letters for people who are questioning who their twin is. And so when I saw, I've just read what letter 123 is, and it gives really clear guidance. So, because your heart knows your truth, so if you close your eyes and imagine your twin in front of you, your heart will tell you. It will, but you have to learn to connect. And that's where letting the mind get carried away because they're with other people and that's basically listening to all the doubt and fears. And it really is your job to connect with yourself and do that in any which way you can. So if you go and hug a tree, if you go on a walk, if you do meditation, if you do yoga, whatever it is, it really doesn't matter. If you bake a cake, whatever that is, whatever that process is for you, to really listen to your inner self. That's what you have to do, and not take the fact that they're with someone else or any of that, because really it doesn't mean that they're not your twin just because they've chosen someone else at this point in time. That just means that you've taken a contract with this other person as well, because you've both got growing to do, right? Both of you, because you're on an energetic journey together. And you're both creating more and more of an environment and an energetic bubble for you to come together, because all the time you're putting in more and more about what you do want, because when you're with someone that doesn't feel right, immediately what that creates is it creates the contrast of what you do want, right? And we're all here learning lessons. That's the other thing. So if they're with other people, yes, it's a human thing to think in chicken. It's a human thing to think about in jealousy, right? That they're with them, and but try not to think about that physical, that them together, but more about thinking that it's a journey that you've all agreed to, and you're all learning through this process, and it's about allowing you to go further and further inwards to get the answers, and not to look at face value on things. So I'm going to read the letters, and it's this. There's so much that I wish I'd said and done. I kick myself all the time about the mistakes I've made and what a complete fool I've been. But in my defence, and I hope you accept my apology for everything, I'm sure that I put you through the mill. but I want you to know that I was scared beyond words. I couldn't bear letting you in for fear of losing you. I just couldn't let myself let my walls down. But I know that you will never let me down, never hurt me, always be there for me. I want to do the same for you. I am wanting to make up for lost time and tell you how much I love you every day for eternity. Okay, so what strikes me about this is it talks about the mill. And the mill is where you do flour for bread. And just when I was doing this, bread is like very symbolic because obviously Jesus broke bread and fed 5,000, that famous story in the Bible. But bread is also, if you think you have to let it settle for quite a long time before you put it in the oven for it to rise. And so, again, that's what you just have to think about. You know, what's happening at the moment if you're not in physical reunion with your twin at this time? It's because you're baking the bread, right? And you're getting it ready for when you come together. You've come together at the right time for you to be put in the oven and then for your physical union to rise and to blossom. Because if you put it in the oven at the wrong time, the bread doesn't come out as good, right? You have to let it settle. And so that's what's happening. It's just about realizing and looking at the journey a different way. It's so much less about looking at this 3D, they're with other people and all of that stuff, to just realize we're on an energetic journey, a journey of our souls. And our contract is that we have to be with other people to learn other lessons before we can come together. And I trust in that bigger journey, right? And that's what it is. It's about trusting in the bigger picture. And I know it's hard. Look, my twin's with someone else as well. So I totally know how it feels. It's really difficult. But it's about seeing through that and then really understanding how they feel about you. And to be honest, if it's your twin, you will 100% know it. You will 100% know if you just quiet down the craziness in your head to really let your heart tell you and ask for signs. So this letter is perfect, right? So it says, I am all around you. Look for the signs that come in nature. When you see a white feather, whose name is the first name that pops into your head? When you hear a song on the radio and it chimes a bell in your heart, who do you think of? Trust in your heart. Trust that your heart will always guide you back to me. And trust in your divine journey to find your light and our light together. I live in you, not outside of you. So go within your heart, and in those moments of peace and deep inner knowing, you will feel your way to me. Follow the feathers, follow the divine light in you to bring you back to me. Okay, so that is such great guidance. The other thing that, is so important is to say, give me signs that show, if you are questioning, give me a unquestionable sign from the universe, right? Ask your twin spirit to if you're questioning whether they're real or not, ask your real twin spirit to give you a sign that is completely undeniable. And ask for it in a song or on a lorry or, however you get your signs normally, then ask for that to be completely undeniable. And I can guarantee they might guide you to a film. In the film, in the credits, will be your twin's name. In the character in the movie, it'll be your twin's name. There'll be something that is so spot on. Because your twin spirit wants you to know that it's them, right? But they want you to do it by going within. They don't want to just hand it to you on a plate, because the whole journey is to trust each other spiritually, and so you can bring this spiritual connection into the physical, right? And cut through all of the bullshit. So that's why it's so much that it's never handed to you on a plate, because where's the challenge, right? And that's the whole point. You're here to, it is supposed to be a challenge. Otherwise, everyone would be a twin flame, right? And we are rising up into that now. You know, future, we probably all will be, but we're the way showers. So, letter 1, 2, 3. I think that you are the coolest person I have ever met. In every way you wake me up, surprise me, shake my senses. It's the most wonderful feeling when you feel like you've been living in a cloud the whole of your life. And then someone comes along to show you that there really is a rainbow. There really is a possibility, a meaning to be fully me, fully happy, not just happy, but completely lit up with love, with passion, with a desire to spend the rest of my life making you happy, loving you, adoring you, pleasing you, and bringing you pleasure in every single way. To know that you are mine and I am yours is just such an overwhelmingly beautiful thing. I am truly in awe of everything about you and this love. You are my home. Okay. So just beautiful, because we sort of go full circle to say, you know, this love is just beyond everything and you are my home, which takes us kind of back, all the way back to the beginning, which is fantastic because it ties in perfectly with the mantra for today. So our DNA, our soul song, is getting louder and louder, bringing us home. And the song for today is I Wasn't Expecting That. I've put it into the description box. Under it in the comments there is a 69. 69 is the sign of divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union. And in the comment it basically says we are all human and we need to remember to apologise to the people and not harbour bad feeling, basically, in essence, because life's too short. And so the message also today is just to forgive your twin, because I think we can, part of us can harbour onto energies of kind of a bit of resentment because they're not with us yet, and that even however subtle that can be, of course that's impacting on your energy body. So I think the message for today is to forgive and to realize that the journey is challenging and to be compassionate for each other, because if they are in other relationships, you can guarantee they're not having a good time, no matter what it looks like on the surface, because underneath they're not doing what their soul is calling them to. And so that gives a deep sense of being unfulfilled. And really, the only time they're going to be truly fulfilled is with you. So it is about being compassionate. So, and the message in the song is I wasn't expecting that. It's also written by Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran has so many songs that have messages in. He is definitely a divine masculine. Yeah, just the shape of you, just so many. So the fact that he wrote it as well is, again, a lovely message. So there you go, that's the message for today. So if you are questioning, then you have the answers within, and don't let this 3D illusion of life, if it's happening to challenge you and to push you further and further into your heart. And once you realize that, you're just like, okay, I know, I need to go further within. And trust, because your heart really does know your truth. All right, I hope that helps. If you need any help, then please do. All details are in my link. All right, take care. Bye.